Hello everybody and welcome back to Goldcrest Valley. So today we're going to be working in field number 17. This isn't a field that we actually own, this is another farmer's field. But what I want to do, first of all today, is try and cut it with our harvester. If we just park next to the area here, get the harvester set up first of all, and run over a shrub, then maybe we'll be able to do this. The only reason I'm wanting to do this is because we'll be able to get it harvested quicker, which means we get a larger time bonus, so more money. We will have to pay for the diesel, but that doesn't really bother me. So what I really want to do before the end of this series is get pretty much every Steam achievement, excluding the one about debt, because debt is not good. So we need to cut down 50 trees, we need to breed 50 pigs, 20 cows, and I think 30 sheep. I'm not sure exactly. We do need to be close, but not so close it doesn't spawn the vehicles, because it's still going to put one there. I just don't want to use it, so it may not even work. We'll have to see. Right, so you stay there quick before it says you're running out of time and stuff. Get back to the field. Come on, I'm in the field. I'm in the field. Okay. This clearly isn't going to work then. So you have to be in the New Holland, which is understandable. So it's a bit of a waste of time me putting that there, but it doesn't matter. We will still harvest it. It's a very quick job. Not with that because we've used it before. Yep, seems to be the same one every time. What I was actually going to do was put the Steam achievements on the screen, but for some reason you can't turn the music off on the main menu. Well, you can do, but it messes up the in-game sound too, so I wasn't really prepared to do that. The reason I don't want the music on is because it's very jingly and you won't be able to hear me very well over it. As nice as it is, I don't really want to record the video with it there. So we'll get this done. The farmer will then like us. There is an achievement to do one job, at least one job, for every single farmer on the map. So that's certainly not out of the question, we could do it. I think as we don't have a set goal, except for get as big as you want to, the farm, I think going by the Steam achievements is probably quite a good thing to do. And another thing I could be doing here is using GPS. GPS is a very, very good mod. I think I will do. Get it set up. And put the cruise control to 10 miles per hour. It should be manageable. So it's just basically doing it for us. I think the working width is okay. Yeah, it seems to be. It's on automatic. And the beacons of the Massey Ferguson are still going. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, today is, as you'll already know, the 1st of December. Which is the first day of Advent. So what I've done is I have got an Advent calendar, not a chocolate one where you can just sort of watch me eat the chocolate and feel jealous. No, nothing like that. It is, well, it's recommended for ages 4 and up, so I do feel slightly old doing the videos, but it's a lot of fun, so I don't think it really matters. Advent isn't about that anyway. You can be any age to enjoy it. So what we've got is like it's not a nativity as such, but it is like a, what are you doing? Drive straight. It's a farmyard scenario, which is in the middle of winter. It's very wintry, very festive. So we're counting down the days to Christmas on Daggerwin Extra. If you're not subscribed already, then please do. But a word of warning, except for obviously the countdown, which is very family friendly, some of the games which I play on there will be 16 plus, 18 plus, so it might not be entirely for you. So just before you do subscribe, that is just a word of warning for you. Everything on this channel is totally family friendly. That is how I like my videos, really. Because I put a stalker video on, and yeah, I've had no end of complaints about swearing which is in the game. There isn't an awful lot, but I can understand where those of you who have complained are coming from. It is different to this channel, so yeah, just a heads up. But yeah, definitely worth checking out the advent calendar, even if you're not going to subscribe. There'll be a new video every single day until the 24th of December. Right, I'm going to continue here off screen until we are virtually done. So I'll see you in a second. And we're almost finished, not as quickly as I was hoping, because I was hoping to do it with the Massey Ferguson, but clearly that has all been thought of. You can't use your own machine in somebody else's field. It would be nice, but I suppose you get way too much money as a bonus, so just the way it is. Right, that should take it at that, I'm hoping. We don't have to finish the field, so it's relatively easy. We got, oh, quite a bit actually. I've got to hand it to you. That is some mighty fine work you've done. Thank you very much. So I think that's actually the first, yeah, that's the first piece of work done here for that farmer. So yeah, all we need to do now is pack up, which we wouldn't have had to do. So oh well, doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll get over it, but we now have £62,618, and during the night we actually, well, we gained and lost actually. We lost more than we gained, but we did gain about £1,800 from the milk from the cows, so that was quite nice. But then we went and lost about 3,000 from everything else. So, oh yeah, and then we lost another 1,500 for the animal upkeep. So we'll have to do better. Anyway, that is all sorted. We'll head back. But certainly, I think doing the cultivating, if we cultivate 10 hectares, then we'll get an achievement. I don't know how much progress we've got. I don't know how many hectares we've done. We certainly have done some because I did it with the GPS. So we can't be too far away from actually reaching that achievement. I'm not doing this just to get the achievement. It's like, well, the way I look at the achievements, it's a way of guiding you through the game. If we do everything it asked for, we're basically covering every aspect of things, if you know what I mean. So I think doing that is quite a nice thing to do. So 10 hectares we've got to do, probably today. I really can't see why we wouldn't be able to do it today. The only thing is, I've noticed, well, for me at least, the Farming Simulator achievements don't tend to appear on the screen. It usually will notify you if you get one, but yeah, I've noticed that I don't get that, so weird. My options are all set to notify me, but this is the only game which doesn't do it. So we're just going to have to keep checking if I have actually got to that stage, if we've achieved it. Now obviously the best way of doing this is by cultivating somebody else's field, because then we'll get paid for doing it. Otherwise it's just going to be a task which will need to be done, but you know, there's not an awful lot of gain out of it. We could just direct drill. And anyway, all of our fields, I believe, except for possibly field number 8. No, field number 8 is cultivated, so all of our fields are already either seeded or growing. Anyway, here we are back at the main yard. I still don't really have a good place for the harvester to go to. Really should have created a good place, but this will do, just here. Pressure washer, oh, I can see it in my mirror. We'll stop there. And we can really narrow this down by going on to one which is harvested. So basically any purple field, we'll have to turn everything on here though, otherwise it probably won't show us. So we've got field number 2, field number 23 and field number 26. I'm guessing with the size comes a bigger machine. So if we were to choose 26, which is obviously an absolutely huge field, we should get given, okay, that that wants to be fertilised first. Is that going to be the same for every single field? That's strange. We've got a load more now. That is strange. This one here? They all want fertilising first. Okay, so maybe we can do it. Yes. But we'll use a different tractor. That would do. I like the Optum. Brilliant tractor. Whoa. We don't have very long to do this. We have to be really fast. But this is a gigantic slurry spreader, injector. So it'll be done in no time. Yes, going this way would be the best thing to do. And GPS will be at our rescue today. In fact, this is a brilliant job for GPS. We'll have to set the width though. That's okay. So pretty much 30 metres, I think. Perfect. It's going to be up, down, up and then down, I think. It's going to be very quick to do this. There should be quite a bonus, a time bonus, which I'm looking forward to. What will I do with that GPS? I'll have 100% coverage without wasting any time and without, you know, putting too much slurry in one place or not enough in another place. So there's a lot to be said for it. And this tractor would be set up with GPS in real life, I would have thought. It's a big tractor. Ooh, it's the emergency escape. Through that window there. It's steering. And I'm not doing that. Only thing is, we are going to have to steer here. And the tree, so we're going to have to be very careful. Wow, that was close. Now there's a rock. Okay, there's a rock. This is a very large setup. Yes, that didn't work as well, mainly because of the turning. I just couldn't come in at the right angle, so I'll have to tidy that up in a minute or two. But as you can see, it is definitely up, down, because we've done over quarter now. So it's quarter each time. Anyway, we'll crack on, and we should be done within the next 3 or 4 minutes, I'd have thought. Look at the size of that tanker there, it's incredible. Massive. It's all going to depend on whether or not there is a massive leeway on this, because as you can see, it isn't the exact width. And in fact, in real life, surely you would sort of double it up, unless you can turn just one side on. Let's just see. It seems to be pumping to both sides, but I'm not sure. It looks like a very complicated piece of kit, actually. All these hoses. Hopefully it's going to accept the job down here, but it's not looking very likely. It's going to be close, but not close enough. Yes, what fun. That means we're going to lose quite a bit of time here, and obviously we're going to have to overlap to actually do this. So we're just going to have to do it, I suppose. It was almost there. So close. There we go. And we didn't get too much money from it, but cultivating. Oh great, ploughing first. And it's going to take 42 minutes. I want to cultivate. Unless they are classing ploughing as cultivating. I'm not sure. I think we are going to have to just abandon this field. We did get a bit of money there though, so that's quite nice. But, oh look at 30. That shaped field will be easy for us. Not the same thing again. At least it's a new farmer. Oh, is this Mary from Mary's farm? Yes it is. It's Mary from Mary's farm. In that case, we're going to go for it. It is the same thing again, but I'll do most of it off screen just so it's not too boring for you. And this field is bigger than the other one. Put it on GPS. Feel the power of the Massey Ferguson. That should be okay. That distance, I would have thought. Let's get GPS open again. And at least we can see. May well have to adjust it. Nope, that seems okay. So off we go. We have just 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. Such a good looking tractor. I've just taken a look, and the achievement for cultivating 10 hectares is called Preparation is Key. Not realism is key. But yes, preparation is indeed key. It is true. It doesn't specify whether it has to be a cultivator or a plough. The screenshot for, well, the icon for the achievement is a cultivator. So that is what I'm going to stick with, but obviously ploughing, cultivating, everything like that is all part of cultivation, so hard to say for sure. We have 5 minutes left to finish the job. And we're almost there actually. Oh, dropped it off. So when we get to the top of here, that will be us done. This better be the end. Is he going to really cut it that fine? Please don't. You actually did. Okay, let's go and find a bit I've missed, which isn't really much. There isn't much of a leeway on this. This could be like looking for a needle in a haystack. I can't believe it. It just did it. And I was barely doing anything. Oh well. We've got the money. Are you going to want ploughing next? You are, okay. So, yeah. We're just going to have to plough it. It's going to take a very, very long time. So we might do that tomorrow. Because I was hoping to do something other than contracting today. We have done quite a bit, but we've fertilised your fields and stuff. So we shall return in another episode. Now, how are the animals actually doing? How are they doing? As usual, the cleanliness is what's letting them down. Yeah, they do get dirty very quickly. But the pigs are really breeding fast. We're doing very well. Thing is though, obviously didn't like being stood on. The pigs, we've got a lot of them, and they're expensive to buy, but apparently they're not really worth much again to sell. So we're going to keep them, because the more you have, the more they reproduce, and then in the end, when we do come to sell them, we'll have a lot more. So long term, we'll just have to wait. Right, okay, so cleanliness, yeah, it does need to be done, but productivity is looking very healthy for everything, so I don't think we need to get too worried about it. We have quite a bit of barley and quite a bit of canola. So what we could do is sell some of the canola at the Denton Bakery. That is a good price. So we won't wait for a great demand. We'll just get our Joskin trailer, and whichever tractor is attached. Oh right, okay, it's the case. I was hoping it was going to be the fence. I felt like driving a green tractor. Oh well, I'm sure I'll survive. So let's go over to the silo. We'll fill it up. Surprised our soybeans aren't ready yet. They shouldn't be too much longer. And this lovely sunshine we've got here, it won't take very long at all. So it wants to be canola. There we go. Distribute it fairly evenly. And that is 56% of the trailer. This means driving down our favourite road on the entire map. It is, of course, the Road Rage Road. The RRR, or RAR, which is what I do when I get angry with the traffic. Raw. Okay, so with all of that gibberish which I'm speaking out of the way, we can now focus on getting this to the bakery in one piece. There is quite a bit here. I wish you could, when you're doing a contracting job, I wish you could get it into a trailer, empty it from the harvester into a trailer, and sell it yourself. Maybe in a patch that will turn up, or maybe part of the DLC, who knows. But it would be nice. I suppose it's quite hard to implement because otherwise you're just going to go and take it back to your own farm and gain the profits later on. So it would probably be quite hard to sort of idiot-proof. But it would have been nice. I think I've overshot, you know. I think I have. I'm going to have to go down here. Because that isn't the Denton Bakery. No. That's the Spinnery. Getting very mixed up. Well, we're very close to the cows anyway. We should probably go and look at them when we've tipped this. Wow, we've already got £71,000 again. Doing the contracting work, although I suppose if you keep doing the same job it can get a bit tedious, it's worth it. And that is with the time bonuses reduced, because they were reduced quite a while ago. They used to be much higher. It's possible to gain quite a bit of money. Right, in here. We do need to go in here. Authorised vehicles only. Well, I think we're authorised. We should be. Watch the money go up. Quite healthy. It was worth a bit. From that we got almost £20,000 and that was only just over half a trailer load. Although quite a big trailer. So we'll just go up to the cows first of all. I don't think a lot's going to have changed, it's just, it's nice to see them. Oh yeah, there isn't like a proper track into where the cows are. I had to off-road before, which didn't go down too well with some of my subscribers. They said it was highly unrealistic, so I better not do it again. We'll have to park on the roadside and walk, unless... Ah, here we go. There we go. I can understand it now then. There is a proper area to drive in and out. Yes, muck spreading. Something I want to do, but again, I don't think we have enough muck, which defeats the object of muck spreading. We have manure. Yes, not much. Quite a bit of the pigs, because there's a lot of them, and the sheep don't produce any anyway. Oh, it's a bit dirty here. Yes, I don't think you can push bales, so now I was going to flip that back again, but you can't do that. So it's going to have to stay as it is, and we'll use follow me, because I think the Fent really wants to be back in the main yard. I'm going to need it. Everything else though, that can stay here. And also this tractor could really do with a wash. So there are the cows, they seem happy enough. They're not going to be reproducing though, because there isn't enough. They will do eventually, let's just see. 180 hours. Almost 200 hours between each one. Unlike the pigs, which are super busy, every 6.5 hours. Very impressive. Anyway, thank you to everybody who told me what everything does here. I really appreciate it. I'd love to know more about livestock farming. I don't really know much about livestock farming at all, so it is nice. But yeah, with the help of everybody else, it's like a learning experience doing these videos. So with that out of the way, we can now return. And actually also, yes, the bales, they need to be taken back too. We don't want to leave them outside. Issue is though, with that one not being strapped on, yes, it's going to fall off. We'll just have to use it next time. Can stay there. Right, off we go. I do like this trailer. It's a very nice trailer. I think it's much better than the one which you get as standard. So we'll be using this in future. Our little convoy is ready. So back up to the Triple R. The Road Rage Road. Now this is where they all pull out of when they crash into me. The stop sign, well, we haven't been taking much notice of it either, but neither does the traffic. They just go anyway. Straight into the side of me, usually. Look at that one in front of us. No care in the world. Just went straight out. Typical. Typical. Now the turning is just up here. And field 24 is ours. I did seed it. I better stop because otherwise this one behind us is going to go straight into that car. Yeah, so every field of ours is doing something, except for field number 8, which does need to be planted. We should do that. I'll get a tractor up there. We'll do a crop which we are used to, for example wheat or barley. I don't know actually if I've been driving on the right side of the road all the time in this episode, because obviously from the UK I'm so used to driving on the left, and now playing Chellington as well, drive on the left there, so I might get a bit, well, I might just start driving on the incorrect side, so I apologise if that does happen. And the Fendt can have the seed drill, although actually, what power does it require? Don't want to get this wrong because it won't be very good. It requires 180 horsepower. The Fendt is, I'm not sure, it would be this one here. I think it's the 300. Yes, it doesn't have enough power. So what we could do is have 2 seed drills going, providing they're both on the same setting. Only issue with that is one would be fertilising, the other one won't be. He puts away over here. There we go. And yeah, we'll get the seed drill attached, and yeah, we'll get them both set to wheat. Wheat is going to be our crop of choice, unless because we did the cover crop, maybe a higher value one. No, I think we'll go with wheat. We'll go with wheat. Just hope we've got enough seed, because I didn't buy any more. We shall see. I always get mixed up with which one is fertilizer and which one is seed. Okay, so that's one. And this is the other one. Joy. So that is seed. The one with the leaf on is fertilizer. Always get mixed up. Which means we do have 1 pallet of seed left, which I'm sure will soon be 0. Is that close enough? There we go. Watch it disappear. Yes, there we go. I thought it would consume it. So, providing the other one has got enough in it, we'll take it up as well, which it does do. So that is fine. Off we go to field number 8. Always a fun thing having 2 tractors in the same field. I always think it looks good. Good for screenshots too. Now, here we are. Unfold. Just hope it doesn't crash when it's on a worker. The worker can use GPS, so we'll put it onto GPS. Oh! Fool! You go over here. We don't need to keep bashing up new equipment. It is expensive. It's very hard to tell these workers. They just don't understand. That's good. Yes, wheat is selected. So switch it on, put it onto there, and stick it on a worker. Hopefully it'll work. It's blocked by an object. No, it's not. We'll put this one over here. The object must have been me when I jumped out of the tractor. This is set to soybeans. So we'll put it to wheat. Yes, this is going to fertilise, the other one isn't, so there will be some fertiliser, as it was a cover crop. But this will have the third stage of fertiliser. So, yes, it won't be exactly the same. And off you go. Fantastic. They should get that done in no time. Especially this one over here, which is working very quickly. So let's just see, while they crack on, we'll go onto the map, and it should be a darker colour for the one at the top. I need to go onto the soil composition. Yes, you can see that the one it's just done there is darker than the rest of the field. So we'll have to get a fertiliser spreader or a sprayer or something just to make sure everything has got even coverage. So we'll leave them to it, and by tomorrow's episode they will have finished. In fact, they've almost finished now. Working so quickly. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode, and I will return with another episode on Goldcrest Valley the same time tomorrow. Until then, see you again soon. Bye for now.